Friends in the Dhamma. Today meetings of our Vesak celebration seem to be quite a short time, but it meaningful. We spend time which is valuable because we have brought the like-minded people together, pouring our thought to dig deeper into the Buddha teaching, especially the concept of panya or wisdom. How we, the Buddhists, share our wisdom to the world. There is a saying in Thai จนอะไรแก้ไม่ยากเท่ากับจนปัญญา The great poverty which is difficult to eradicate is the poverty of knowledge or wisdom. If it is a material poverty, you solve it by means of your knowledge or wisdom. What happens if you lack wisdom? If you lack knowledge, it is a vicious circle. Very difficult to get out the problem. I'm very pleased to listen to the presentation, the keynote speech, the discussion from scholars. And I request the chair of each panels to summarize the ideas and the proposal contained in the addresses and speeches by Buddhist leaders. We have listened to you carefully. Pull the idea together to show what is the discovery of the Buddha that become the great contribution to the world. And we have heard from the floor at least two concepts. One is Paticca Samuppada, dependent origination. The other is the concept of anatta, non-entity, non-self. How something which has no entity come together, become bigger thing like the universe. How can we reconcile two principles of non-self, non-entity, or emptiness, shunyata, with the combination of emptiness to become the universe by means of dependent origination? That is the Buddha wisdom. The point is how we apply what we consider to be the Buddha contribution to the day-to-day problems. And we have heard a lot from the floor. I request the drafting committee to put the idea together and include in the Bangkok Declaration, which I'm going to read it, present to you. I have to mention this because this is the outcome of our deliberation, of our meeting. It's not the idea of the drafting committee alone, but unfortunately, we cannot include all of your proposal. We have to cut it short and to make it consistent in a short time. Just for today's meeting. a lot of things, many things to present. And when they put it in the, see, very small letters, so small that I cannot read it. I'm waiting for the bigger size, but I will summarize the first paragraph because I have read it. No need to read the first paragraph. It's mentioning about the resolution of the United Nations, and we express about the host of this celebration, MCU Mahachulalongkorn, to record that it is hosted by Mahachulalongkorn Raviraya University, International Council for the Day of Vesak, and International Association of Buddhist Universities, under the guidance of the Supreme Sangha Council of Thailand, and the support, especially financial support from Thai government. We recognize with gratitude for the contribution of Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, of his proposal, the gist of his talk, we mentioned in a few lines there. With all these things of discussion and everything, we, in a meeting, now I read the second paragraph. In the meeting at Mahachulalongkorn Rajavidyaya University main campus, Wang Noi, Ayutthaya, and at the United Nations Conference Center in Bangkok, we have explored the topic of Buddhist wisdom coping with global crises, sharing points of view and approaches from different traditions. As the conclusion of our successful celebration and meetings, we have unanimously resolved. Number one, being mindful of the multifaceted nature of conflicts in the world, the role of society, the interplay of social responsibility and economic development, to urge the government in the world to consider programs, to consider pragmatic approach and promote awareness of interdependent
กำลังจะสรุปปฏิญญากรุงเทพนะครับ มีทั้งหมด 12 ข้อ
social and political conflicts in the world
เป็นการได้ตระหนักถึงประเด็นปัญหาข้อแนะนำต่างๆที่เกิดขึ้นจากการประชุมสัมมนาวิชาการในวันวิสาขบูชาพุทธศักราช 2566 นะครับภายใต้หัวข้อ
throughout the world by the skillful application of the Buddhist teachings of forgiveness, non-violence, compassion, and tolerance, and to work tirelessly against the human tendency towards unbridled desire, hatred, and ignorance, in order to establish a society which embraces the positive values of humankind. Number two, to promote mental, individual-based peace by disseminating Buddhist mindfulness, meditation, practice globally, and be a direct and actionable medicine open to all. Number 3, to remain optimistic in the idea that problems of the world seem to intractable not because they fundamentally are, but because we look for the wrong kind of solution. Buddhism looks past a fixed utopian end goal and instead steers us in the direction of practical, dynamic solutions that are grounded in an understanding of nature of impermanence and change. Number 4, to resolve to double the efforts to promote world peace through raising the awareness of the limitation of our interdependent existence, understanding the origins of violence, and sensibilities around identities. Number 5, to foster the values of appreciation and respect toward other religions and spiritual traditions as a necessary step toward social harmony and developing the necessary conditions for a communal living where unity does not exclude differences and where differences does not exclude understanding and respect. Number 6, to recognize the profound pain that conflicts and the COVID-19 crisis have caused in the entire world, both physically and psychologically, and to encourage Buddhists from all quarters to take actions to spreading the life-transforming teachings of the Buddha in our path to recovery. Countering scarcity with compassion and social unrest with understanding. Number 7, to promote respect of all forms of sentient life, including animals and plants, whose life is interconnected with harmony in deeper and more directly intervened ways than we have conceived in the past. Number 8, to promote a collective awakened response to the ecological crisis and climate degradation through the teaching of non-violence, ahimsa, and compassion, combining traditional wisdom and technology in carbon reduction. Number 9,
ครับก็เป็นปฏิญญากรุงเทพนะครับมาถึงข้อที่ 9
of life during the pandemic
ภายใต้หัวข้อพุทธปรัชญากับการรับมือวิกฤตโลก
the interdependent nature between spiritual care and humanitarian material needs, as well as the economic mechanism in our post-COVID world and Number 10, to express our highest esteem for the Royal Thai Tripitaka Translation Project, a translation of the Pali Tripitaka into English, initiated by the Supreme Sangha Council of Thailand and generously sponsored by the Royal Thai government, commemorating the coronation of His Majesty King Mahawachiralongkorn Rama X. In conclusion, we thank all those involved and look forward to the diligent work ahead of our next convocation. Done as the Bangkok Declaration of the 18th anniversary celebration of the United Nations Day of Vesak, the second day of June 2023, 2566.